Germarcus David, age 29, and his wife Iona Brown recently parted ways and were in the midst of a divorce. The couple had 4 children. 11-year-old Nehemiah, 7-year-old Germarcus Jr., 2-year-old Caden, and 18-month-old Noah. David was a licensed security guard who held a permit to carry a gun, but it expired back in August of 2020. David's Facebook posts depicts a man who appeared religious. He constantly posted things such as, "The devil wouldn't be attacking you so hard if there wasn't something valuable inside of you. Thieves don't break into empty houses." And, "Always pray to have eyes to see the best in people. A heart that forgives the worse in people. A mind that forgets the bad, and a soul that never loses faith in God." His last post on Facebook was on November 16 in 2021. It reads, "God's never been interested in you being enough. Moses didn't think he was good enough. People didn't think David was strong enough. Maybe today you're in the not enough mindset. Just know that God loves you when you feel unloved for. God loves to show up in the not enough moments to teach us that He is more than enough. Look to God and stay as strong as you can." At around 10:30 p.m. on Sunday, November the 28th in 2021, Germarcus David turned himself in to deputies at the Lancaster Sheriff's Station in Southern California. At the same time that David was turning himself into authorities, his ex and the mother of his children, Iona Brown, was arriving home at the 3500 block of Garnet Lane in the city of Lancaster to find all 4 of her children, and her mother dead. She called 911. A few houses away, neighbor Grace Beltran and her son were shaken by flashing lights and someone screaming, "My babies are gone. They're all dead." Inside the home, authorities found the children's grandmother, Erica England, age 51, and all 4 children dead from gunshot wounds to the upper torso. Paramedics pronounced all victims dead at the scene. The investigation found that the grandmother did not live with the family, but she babysat often. No family should endure this type of tragedy, especially when the alleged perpetrator was responsible for their protection, District Attorney George Gascon said in a statement. "Our office has reached out to the family to ensure they have all the services and support they need during this difficult time." A neighbor told authorities on the night of the murders his security camera captured the shocking events. He said, "Within 2 minutes of him being in the house, you start to hear the gunshots." He said he heard screams, then gunshots coming from the home. He turned the footage over to police to help with their investigation. On November 30 in 2021, Germarcus David was formally charged with 5 counts of first-degree murder, and 3 counts of assault on a child causing death. Germarcus David is being held on a $2 million bail. His trial date has not been set yet. Jovan Paris Trevino, age 33, was a family services specialist with the Department of Family Services in Clark County, Nevada. The department is a local child welfare agency that is dedicated to protecting children from neglect and abuse. Trevino has been employed full-time with the county since July 1 in 2019. Her job duties included helping families apply for assistance, monitoring visitations and doing paperwork. Trevino had 2 children, Christopher Fox Jr., age 4, and Gehanna Fox, age 1. Christopher was known as having a big heart. He was known as a very social child, and loved to make people smile. He loved going to the park and driving his truck. He was just accepted in UNLV preschool that was due to start in August. Gehanna loved to dance and listen to music. She loved to give everyone a big hug. She was the Bow Queen ambassador at the Little Grey Bow Shop. She loved showing off her variety of bows on top of her curly hair. She loved posing for pictures. Trevino was in a relationship with Christopher Fox, the father of both children, but their relationship was rocky, so they parted ways early in 2021. Trevino had a temporary order filed against Fox. This prevented him from entering the home. On July 20 in 2021, Christopher Fox called police to report that something wasn't right, and he was worried about his two small children. He went to the home and things did not feel right, he said, but he could not enter due to the restraining order. Police went to the home. When they made entry, they discovered each child dead in a bathtub full of water. Shortly after, police received a call from the Western Arizona Regional Medical Center that Jovan Paris Trevino arrived there shortly before for medical treatment, and admitted to them that she killed both of her children in her home. The hospital was over 100 miles from her home. Police took Henderson into custody, charging her with 2 counts of murder. When police searched the home, they found Trevino's cell phone, which had a suicide note in it. Part of the note said, "I cannot walk off this earth and leave my precious children behind." She went on to say, "The last few months became a serious mess of my life, so bad that I was facing suspension or dismissal at work, meaning lose everything or near, because who's to say when I would have been employed again." Trevino also left multiple pages for other family members with instructions for after her death. Police also found a knife with blood on it. Apparently Trevino tried to cut her wrists but failed at the attempt. Trevino told authorities that she took sleeping pills, drank beer, and took a shot of tequila before drowning her children in the bathtubs. After she murdered both children, she tried numerous times to take her own life but failed. She said she decided to leave home and park somewhere and kill herself in a hot car by overheating or drive head-on into another car. She admitted to tricking her son Christopher into lying on his stomach in the bathtub with glasses on so he could see better underwater. She then held her knee on his head for the 3 to 4 minutes she said it took to drown him. She said she killed Gehanna by submerging her head in the other tub in the master bedroom. She told authorities that her children couldn't live without her, and since she was going to kill herself, so she had to kill them too. The Clark County Coroner's Office ruled the children's deaths as homicides. Jovan Paris Trevino was indicted by a grand jury on August 20 in 2021. Her trial date has not been set yet. A growing memorial of candles, teddy bears, and balloons pay tribute to 2 young children. The children's memorial services were held at Lake Mead Christian Academy Church on July 20 in 2021. Brandi Worley, age 30, married Jason Worley in August of 2009. Jason was a software engineer. The two lived in Darlington, Indiana. The couple had 2 children, 7-year-old son Tyler, and 3-year-old daughter Charlie. Tyler was born in 2009. He attended 1st grade at Sugar Creek Elementary School in unincorporated Montgomery County, Indiana. Charlie went to Wilson Early Learning Center Preschool in Crawfordsville, Indiana. The couple had marital issues early on due to Brandi's cheating on Jason multiple times, and discussed separation a few times, but despite the problems stayed together. When Jason found out Brandi cheated again, he decided to end the marriage. On November 15 in 2016 he asked Brandi for a divorce. He remained in the home for the time being, and slept in the basement. The following day, on November 16 in 2016, the family arrived home from their daughter's dance performance. Brandi told Jason she needed to run to Walmart in Crawfordsville to pick up some pipe cleaners for a school project for their son, Tyler. However, she purchased a Cobra combat knife instead. She hid the knife in Tyler's bedroom. Jason went to bed in the basement. As he lay sleeping, she lured Tyler to Charlie's bedroom under the pretense of a sleepover. Once she had both children in the bedroom, she closed the door and waited for them to fall asleep. Once they were both sleeping, she first stabbed Tyler in the neck numerous times. Charlie woke up and asked her mother, "What are you doing?" She told her daughter to go back to sleep. Once she was sure Tyler was dead, she began stabbing her daughter in the neck until she also was dead. She then stabbed herself in the neck. She then called 911 and told them she murdered both of her children. She told the dispatcher that she had taken a lot of Benadryl. She was calm and showed no emotion during the call. She told the dispatcher that she phoned her mother and her mother was on her way to her house. Her mother had no idea that she killed the children. Let's listen to the 911 call.
Montgomery County 911, where's your emergency?
203 South Madison Street.
In what town?
Darlington.
And what's going on there?
I just stabbed myself and I killed my 2 children.
You stabbed yourself and killed your 2 children?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what's your name?
Brandi Worley.
Brandi what?
Worley.
Okay. How do you spell your last name?
Worley.
And where are the children at?
In my daughter's room on the floor.
In your daughter's room on the floor? Okay. What's your phone number, Brandi? And what caused you to do this today?
My husband wanted to divorce and wanted to take my kid. I won't let him find my kid.
Okay, and how old are your children?
7 and 3.
10 and 3?
7.
7 and 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And where did you stab yourself at?
In the neck.
Okay, are you bleeding?
Yeah, there's blood everywhere.
Okay, and where are you at?
In my living room.
You're in your living room?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and are you armed now with the knife still?
No, it's in my children's room.
November 17, 2016, 4:36:21.
Okay, are you still there? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, where's your husband at?
Downstairs somewhere.
Okay, what's his condition?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him.
And when you say downstairs, is he in a basement or?
Yeah.
Okay, what's his name?
Jason.
Is what?
Jason.
Nathan?
Jason.
Jason? Jason Worley?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you have any other weapons with you?
Yeah, no.
No? Okay. And what are you feeling right now? You're tired? Are you worried?
Yeah. I took a lot of Benadryl.
You took a lot of Benadryl?
Yeah.
Okay. Is the front door unlocked?
No, we don't use it.
You know, you just use the back door?
Yeah. Side of it. It's on the side. It's unlocked.
Okay. And is there anyone else in the residence besides your children and you and your husband?
I called my mom.
You called your mom? What did she say?
I hang up and call 911. And she'd be here in a second.
What's your mom's name?
Rosemary Bell.
Can you spell that for me?
The last name?
No, just I'm having a hard time. I have a hard time hearing you. What did you say your mom's name was?
Rosemary Zell.
Rosemary Odell.
Zell.
Zell. Okay. Rosemary Zell. Okay. Do you have a phone number for her?
After Brandi's mother arrived at the home, the dispatcher thought the call was a prank and asked to speak to her mother. The dispatcher asked Brandi's mother to go check on the children. When Brandi's mother opened the bedroom door and found the children both dead, she screamed so loud it woke Jason in the basement. Brandi looked at Jason and told him, "Now you can't take the kids from me." Authorities arrived at the home at 4:30 a.m. where they found the horrific scene. Brandi was taken to the Indiana University Health Methodist Hospital in Indianapolis to treat her neck wound, and shortly after arrested on 2 counts of first-degree murder. She was booked into jail at Montgomery County Jail in Crawfordsville to await trial. She pled not guilty, but by January of 2018 she changed her plea to guilty. Montgomery County Circuit Court Judge Harry Summers waited for 4 full minutes before carrying out the sentence. He said everyone wants a reason for an unnatural event, a parent killing his or her children. Sometimes there is no explanation. Darkness in the world and it penetrates minds and our hearts. On March 19 in 2018 he sentenced Brandi Worley to 65 years for the murder of her daughter Charlie, and 55 years for murdering Tyler to be served consecutively, for a total of 120 years. She was emotionless throughout the trial and sentencing. She was first taken to the Indiana Department of Corrections located in the Rockville Correctional Facility in Park County, Indiana, but later she was transferred to the Indiana Women's Prison in Indianapolis, Indiana. After the trial and sentencing, Jason Worley said, "All I care is to never see Brandi Worley again. Out of sight, out of mind." On November 22 in 2016 the funeral for Tyler and Charlie was held at the Darlington Community Center, and they were buried at the Green Lawn Cemetery in Darlington, Indiana. If you know a child needs help, call the Child Help National Abuse Hotline. Counselors are available to talk through child abuse situations, and assist with questions and additional support. They can help find the resources you may need. If you think a child is in immediate danger, do not walk away, call 911 immediately. Your action could save an innocent child's life. Remember, your voice can make a difference. Do not see something and do nothing. Germarcus David hid behind religion, but a monster lurked beneath his skin. When things were not going his way, the monster came out and he murdered his children and their grandmother without mercy. Anyone who can murder innocent children deserves far worse than prison. Jovan Paris Trevino felt she was losing her job, and in her delusional mind felt that was the end. She felt that she was the only one who could take care of her children. Instead of seeking help, she drowned out the life of the ones who loved her most, her children, then attempted suicide. However, I find it hard to believe her attempts were real. If someone wants to kill themselves, they will do it. She didn't find it that hard to drown her innocent children. She's evil, and deserves much more than life behind bars. Brandi Worley was a vindictive woman who did not want her husband to get custody of her children. Instead of doing things the right way through court, she decided her children needed to die. Her actions were not that of a mother, but that of an evil, heartless woman who doesn't deserve to breathe air. It's doubtful that this had anything to do with her keeping custody of the children. It's all about her husband leaving, and she wanted to hurt him in the most horrific way possible, through losing his precious children. She's evil to her very soul. That concludes this episode. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. Keep your eye out for the next volume, coming soon. Thanks for watching.
Want to help support the channel you love and get something in return? Simply purchase some Elizabeth's Chronicles merch. We have coffee mugs, t-shirts, sweatshirts, cozy blankets, beach towels, phone covers and more. Use the coupon code EC10OFF4U and get 10% off your order. The link to order is in the description area below this video. Thanks for helping Elizabeth's Chronicles continue to make the videos you love.